I get a lot of people in here, and a patient yesterday reminded me of this, that they don't feel well. This particular patient has hair loss. She cannot lose weight. She's tired all the time. She is on antidepressants. She has a ton of stress. She has anxiety. She has depression. And she also has GI issues. All of these things she had in my chiropractic exam. And so, that's separate from the functional medicine part, but she actually needs the functional medicine part, and that will help the chiropractic to work better. And I'm going to tell you why. I asked her, had she had any recent blood work? And she had just had blood work. And guess what? It was normal. But she doesn't feel well. She has hair loss. She has GI issues. She has depression. She has stress. She can't sleep. That's not normal. That's not a normal way to live. And so the inflammation in her body she has inflammation in her body, and it's probably at a level that needs to be supported. And so what I told her was, when a physician tells you that your lab work is good, I'll see you next year, but you don't feel well, that's because those numbers are for a particular medication. If your A1C is off, there's a medication for that. If you have high blood pressure, there's a medication for that. If your cholesterol levels are not where they're supposed to be, then there is a medicine for that. But no one really tests your adrenal insufficiency. Your adrenals release cortisol, and they are tired. If you are stressed all the time, then that increases your cortisol levels. And so there's not a medication for that. That's supporting your system. If you have IBS or constipation, diarrhea, you're not pooping on a normal basis, you have chronic infections in your gut, there's really no medicine for that. And if there is an antibiotic for that, then it's going to make the situation worse, which we don't want to make that worse. We want to naturally build your system up. What else? Thyroid issues. Thyroid issues are rarely ever primary. Usually there is going to be, that is secondary to something else. And in my experience, that's GI and liver. And so if you need areas and they're supported, there's not really a medication for that. It's not easy. And I tell people this all the time. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But there are some things in life that if you want to feel well, you have to do it. There's not a medication for that. And so that's the kind of what I wanted to get across to you today, is that if your lab work is fine, but you don't feel fine, then you need to dig deeper and figure out what we need to do to feel good, look good, be okay, be able to run those races that we run on a daily basis, be able to have your career, have your family, have your husband, have your children, be available for everyone else. You got to look out for yourself. Okay, thank you.